ICOS, which is the Institute of Cell and Molecular Science in London. We have something approaching 60,000 samples, and that's growing. And we need to be able to manage and to track exactly what happens to those samples. Moreover, we need to know who owns them. In a large institute, you get people coming and going. They store samples, and they often leave, and nobody knows who owns them. With itemtracker, that eliminates that. We insist that all samples have a label, and within that label it has the owner, and that's all embedded within itemtracker. So we can simply look at a box that appears not to be owned by anybody, scan in the barcode, and that will tell us when it was put in, who owned it, and then we can then ask, do they want it, and if they don't, we can discard it to free up space. In this fridge, we have, as you can see, a totally unwrapped system in place here. So it's almost impossible to find samples easily and quickly without taking samples at the front out and putting them on the floor, then defrosting, which may degrade them. This freezer is wrapped, so each shelving has racking on, and within that racking are the individual boxes with the individual samples, and each box, each sample within that box, within that racking system, has been labelled. So when I open this fridge, I already know where my sample is. I've used itemtracker to actually pinpoint the actual box it's in, the actual level that it's on, so I can go straight to that and pull my sample or samples out. We rigorously enforce the use of it in the liquid nitrogen store. Of course, this is our primary use for itemtracker. We have a large cryogenic store here. It holds up to 21,000 samples, and we have to manage that. The only way we can really do that effectively is to have each sample labelled and barcoded, so that we can track when they go in, when they go out.
Each of the plates in the library is unique. Itemtracker enables us to generate a unique barcode for each of these plates, which contains a numerical readout that the human eye can read, and also a code 39 barcode, which is read by the barcode readers on a liquid handling system and also on an automated microscope.
We also looked at how people were going to use the system, and we didn't want anything too complicated, because we have a lot of staff which are here for a relatively short period of time, so they don't want to spend weeks and weeks learning how to use a system. And again, itemtracker is very easy to use initially. We looked at how we would train people, and we have got the training down to about 10 to 15 minutes, basic training, which allows someone to start in itemtracker and to get their data into the system, and to print and label their samples.
Using the hierarchy system in the itemtracker database, we're able to track the history and hierarchy of these plates, so we can find out where a particular plate was generated from, and it enables us to maintain mother-daughter relationships.
So we've asked itemtracker to incorporate some of our ideas, which would benefit other users as well. And indeed, as the program has been developed, we've seen our ideas come to fruition with this, which has improved the product from our point of view, and made it slightly easier to use. And I'm sure that's going to be an ongoing thing, that as we develop and new things come in. I think one of the major changes is the Human Tissue Act, which is coming recently. And again, because itemtracker is versatile and allows you to change things easily, we've been able to incorporate that within our workflow.